What's good everyone, Shurit here, bringing you guys an episode 12 review for Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. I did say that I wouldn't bring these anime reviews probably, but then I realised I really enjoyed doing them, and doing one anime review once a week doesn't hurt, and it's kind of fun to, when you're watching the anime, to just kind of note stuff down about your reactions to it and then say it in video form, because the way I do these reviews is chronologically giving you guys how I reacted to it and what I thought about it at the time. You guys should have got this video yesterday, but I had that amazing idea for the Attack on YouTube opening, so I had to put that out there, and it seemed like that video blew up. Seriously, compared to my normal views, that video blew up. 14 hours, I think, 220 something views. It's got me 10 something subscribers. Hoschamp saw it. I told you not to see it. I don't know if he saw it, but yeah. And the next thing I want to say is it's been exactly 2 months of Shurit. Exactly 2 months. 2nd of June is when I started the channel. Now it's 2nd of August, so exactly 2 months worth of you guys listening to my voice. We started off with that Free Me video of Hello Darkness, my old friend, and we've just advanced all the way to that amazing video yesterday. I've watched it myself too many times, seriously. I enjoyed it so much, I just kept on watching it. But anyways, let's get into the review. It was a pretty good episode. There was maybe 1-2 things wrong with it, but apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Some of the dialogue was really funny, and the last thing that happened in the duel was another thing that I really want to mention. So let's get straight into the review. So we started off with the beginning field, obviously, and the battlefield actually looked like the duel of Yuma versus Vector in Zexal, where it was Sargasso, the DD battlefield, you know, all the broken rocks and stuff. So that was a pretty cool thing. It kind of reminded me of that, gave me kind of a deja vu thing. I was like, oh yeah, it's two protagonist versus an antagonist, and the battlefield looks similar. And then also, yeah, I predicted that in my other review that Yusaku would use Firewall's effect to bounce back barrel load, because it was mutually linked with encode, which he tried to do. And Emergency Escape is the name of that effect. It sounds pretty cool, that's fine. But then that effect didn't even go through, because Magnovaret had an effect where, not Magnovaret, Barrel Load had an effect where it can't be targeted. So Yusaku targeted Magnovaret, but Magnovaret had an effect where it destroys itself to destroy the Link monster, and that's one of my issues. Some of the effects in VRains seem a bit situational, if you know what I mean. They seem a bit forced. That effect's really random. If a Link monster targets this card, you can destroy this card and the Link monster. That seems a bit random, but it wasn't too much of a grievance for me. It's just a little thing I wanted to mention. And next, I like the emphasis of the top deck, where he's just I need to draw this card, and he did the Destiny draw and everything. Typical protagonist stuff. Hopefully they don't overuse it too much, because it gets kind of annoying when they overuse it too much. It would turn into kind of a Yuya action card kind of thing, where it's just oh, now he's going to grab an action card, now he's going to save himself. I don't want Yusaku to just be Destiny draw, Destiny draw, Destiny draw. I want it to just come up once in a while against this big character in this really bad situation. That was okay. It was a bad situation at the time where he had to save Aoi, he had to help Akira save Aoi as well. Kusanagi was relying off him, so yeah, that's fine. And then the encode Firewall combo, that was cool, where Firewall went and attacked into Barrel Load, then encode stopped the attack, made Firewall gain attack, and then encode gained attack as well because of the card he played. I think it was something called something that boosts Cyber's monsters attacks when they attacked. The Battle Buffer combo, that's what the name of the card is. Yeah, the Battle Buffer combo and with Firewall and encode is really cool. I found that enjoyable. That seemed like a pretty legit play. Kind of showed the power of Cyberse, because they have been mediocre at best now in the anime. And then the next thing was, this is one of my favourite parts of the episode. So Revolver standing there all arrogant, looks saying, oh, he stopped the combo, the Battle Buffer combo, and Yusaku has encode died. Yusaku's already attacked with Firewall Dragon, but Firewall's sitting there with about 7,200 attack points. And Revolver's oh, it looks like I've won then. And Yusaku does his famous line, are you sure, which is Sore wa DOU KANA in the anime, are you sure? And that line is so funny, because it sounds so, it sounds like he's taking the piss. He's not actually taking the piss, but it sounds really, really, really funny. He always uses that phrase when he's going to turn around the duel, and just the minute I heard it, I was like, yes, he said it. And then that was obviously after Revolver's arrogant scene, which made it even better. And then the next thing is another big scene in the anime, which was the free thing scene, where Yusaku said the 3 reasons why I need to win this duel is to get their memories back and all that stuff that he normally says. Revolver was really shaken up by this, and that seriously he was like, three things, this type of speech. It just seems like he was just stopped dead in his tracks, from his arrogant scene to Yusaku saying "Sore wa DOU KANA," and then this thing, why he needed to win. It was really, really effective. Revolver being shaken up by it was clearly showed that the fact that he's Kusanagi's brother, I definitely think he's Kusanagi's brother, and he's definitely had some relation with Yusaku in the past. He might not definitely be, like I've said, he might not definitely be Kusanagi's brother, but I think he is. Even if he isn't, he definitely had some relation with Yusaku in the past. And Revolver was clearly scared the minute Yusaku told him about he's the emissary of revenge, because Revolver does seem to know who Yusaku is at this point. And then the only another thing that was wrong, messed up about this episode is how Yusaku won. He won by using parallel port armor, which is a trap card. He said if you banish this card from your graveyard, then you can target one Cyberse monster you control and it can attack again. But after like all the huge play he did, I would have assumed he would have won by that, but obviously Revolver's a good duelist, so he stopped all them combos. Parallel port armor just seemed like this little nail in the coffin. Not the best phrase to use, nail in the coffin, but you guys really understand what I mean, where giving another attack is exactly what Yusaku needed, and the fact that he used it from a trap in the graveyard after after Revolver said you have no cards in your hand, you have only Firewall on your field, you've lost this. Seriously, man, I really don't think that Parallel Port Armor's effect was legit there, but still it's fine, it's not too much of a big deal. I just wanted to mention that. And then the minute after he used Parallel Port Armor, Revolver absolutely, seriously, he all his arrogance is finished. He was just done. He just shut his pants. He just shouted, "What? Nani?" Just screamed like really loud, like, "What? You can attack again?" And Firewall had 7200 attack, and Barrel Load had 3000. So that was obviously 4200 points of damage, but Barrel Load couldn't be destroyed because Revolver used a card that stopped him from being destroyed in battle this time. And then the famous scene obviously happened where Firewall attacked Barrel Load, and the AI is like, "But you still take the damage," and that's like the famous Yu-Gi-Oh thing. When monsters can't be destroyed by battle, they have to declare you still take the damage. Like, oh, it's like this special thing that never happened. But yeah, that reminded me of Arc 5 so much because they use that line so much. And that's what I really like about this episode. It really reminded me of a lot of different things that's happened in the past and was a legit Yu-Gi-Oh episode. It's just like there's something about Yu-Gi-Oh away from other animes that makes it so much so much better, and makes it like a unique, like that. Specialer isn't a word, don't use specialer. Revolver got absolutely murdered, man. 4,000 life points to 0 life points, and then he went flying into a bloody stone wall. But no, it's not finished yet. The AI bites his bloody arm off. The AI actually bites his arm off. Like, what the hell? He just goes for, "I'm gonna get this program." He turns into this eating monster thing and bites his arm off. Like, that is gruesome. I wonder how they're gonna sort that out in the dubbed, because like I don't think you can really show somebody's arm being bit off even if it's in cyberspace and it's not real. And then Revolver's dad saving him where he was going up. I know he gave back the program to sort out Aoi, but Revolver's dad saving him was kind of annoying. I know it had to happen because Yusaku's rivalry can't end so quickly, but it was just like, oh, his dad was like making him come back to him and stuff. It was a bit annoying, but I suppose it was necessary, as I've said. And the next thing is, Aoi is finally freed. I was just happy. If you haven't seen my comments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, or now Dylan from Anime is his other channel that he's currently doing videos on, my normal comment is #free my bae Aoi, but now it was on the other video, episode 12, his episode 12 review, it was my bae Aoi is finally free. So yeah, I'm so happy. If you guys watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, you'd understand why I wanted Aoi to be free, because seriously, that was like the whole joke, the whole trend. It was like the top comment every time. 70, 80 likes every time. And then Akira saying it was cool that Playmaker just walked away. So Playmaker like put the removal program over Aoi and then just kind of walked away, like kind of like a Batman scene where it's just like, yeah, I've done my work, I don't want thanks, bye. The fact that Akira said it was cool was kind of odd, and it kind of made it funny because like it was like Akira, this big businessman, this big guy who's the director of Soultech, is like, oh, that kid's cool, yeah. So that was pretty good. And then reunion of Aoi and Akira in the real world was really good. It definitely shows that Akira's not heartless, because Akira actually started crying the minute Aoi opened her eyes. And considering the fact that he did cry, we can definitely assume that he does care about his sister. Like, he's not this heartless businessman who's just like, yeah, I'll give her my money and stuff, I don't really care about her that much. You can see that he really, really was just happy to see her and everything, happy to have her back. So hopefully Akira and Aoi's relationship is going to improve from now on, after obviously the crap that's happened with Aoi. Next up, this anime is extreme, seriously. This cracked me up. The AI always cracks me up, but this was exceptionally hilarious. So Kusanagi says he wants to analyze the AI's new programs that he's obviously got from Revolver. AI says, you want to look at my private parts? You're a pervert. What the hell is that? Seriously, that is some stupid dialogue. It was hilarious, but seriously, if that was in the dubbed, I don't know what would happen. Like, everybody would freak out, like, what? Well, how did they put this in the dubbed? Obviously it's not going to be in the dubbed. I don't even know if there's going to be a dubbed at this point. They might be, it might not be. Like, we'll see what happens. And then the next thing is Dr. Kagami is Revolver's dad, which I found a bit odd, because I never knew that Dr. Kagami, I can't even pronounce his name, Dr. Kagami, Revolver's dad there. I never knew that Dr. Kagami was Revolver's dad. So it was kind of weird to see that relation. It doesn't seem really fitting, but I guess it kind of makes sense that Dr. Kagami is pushing Revolver to kind of beat Yusaku, get back the AI program. But it does kind of go against the theory that he's Kusanagi's brother, and because the whole theory started because basically when Revolver left into the real world, he went to see his dad, who was lying down in this kind of bed thing, and he was like kind of like crippled and stuff. And the thing is with that, he had the same hairstyle as Kusanagi's brother, and Kusanagi's brother was shown in another flashback scene, so everybody assumed he was Kusanagi's brother. However, now it kind of goes against that, because Dr. Kagami doesn't have many similarities between him and Kusanagi, so I don't know. I still think he's Kusanagi's brother, because it really makes sense from some of the other scenes from episode 11 obviously, but because it went to a flashback for Kusanagi's brother when Revolver was talking, so that's pretty explicitly obvious if that's the right thing to say. But yeah, he could and he couldn't be. It's like, I personally think he is, but some people will obviously disagree with me. Next thing is, we definitely know now that the chess pieces are the real antagonists. They are actually the pure evil in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. Seriously, they were plotting to fire Akira just because he heard the fact that 10 years ago Revolver and Yusaku had some relation, or something went on between them. The fact that they're planning on firing Akira and putting somebody in his place that can be manipulated, that would be happy to take up the position and listen to anything they say, is it just kind of shows the tyranny that they're ruling over Soul Tech and everything. And it also relates to the fact that earlier on, Revolver said to Yusaku, after Yusaku told him about the 10-year thing, because now Revolver clearly knows who Yusaku is, then Revolver said to Yusaku that, oh, you're a fool for supporting Soul Tech. But that is true, that is definitely true. If Yusaku was supporting Soul Tech, then he is a fool for supporting them. But Yusaku isn't really supporting Soul Tech, he just wanted to save Aoi because he felt bad for it. But yeah, Soul Tech, the chess pieces, the heads of Soul Tech, like the top of the hierarchy for Soul Tech is the chess pieces. So then we can definitely kind of call Soul Tech evil. Akira is probably going to get fired in the next episode based on what the chess pieces have said, and I definitely think the chess pieces are going to have a huge role in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains in the next episodes to come. Next up, the AI getting its body after receiving the programs from Revolver was good. It was kind of annoying that it was like this tiny little figure body, like it wasn't like this normal size big body that you would assume he had, but I guess that makes sense because writers didn't want Yusaku and Kusanagi to react too much to that, to care too much about the AI getting his body back. And that seems to be the way it is. Yusaku and Kusanagi seem to view the AI as kind of insignificant and just as a hostage. But we all know that the AI is actually this big thing and has this huge role in VRains, especially considering now that Revolver said that the AI is the only AI with free will, making him human-like. So yeah, AI has a huge role, but obviously the writers want Yusaku and Kusanagi to believe he's insignificant, but it would still be good for the AI to have his normal body back. So that's basically the whole episode. It was enjoyable. The only two things were the forced cards, which are Magnavarit and Parallel Port Armor. It was amazing that Revolver got brutally killed from 4,000 to 0. Emma had a few scenes, like it wasn't too long, so nothing to complain about that. And the only thing that we can take from the preview now is we can tell it's definitely a plot based episode, because there is no showing of a duel or anything. It's definitely going to be a plot based episode, so no duels in episode 13, which is 100% fine. If you keep on getting too many duels, it gets stale anyways. Like a few episodes of plot or one episode of plot in a while doesn't hurt. But the only thing to take that is significant from the preview is the fact that Emma shows up at the hot dog cart. So I think she's realised that Yusaku is Playmaker, and if she has realised that Yusaku is Playmaker, I assume she's going to tell Akira, which is definitely going to be a big thing, because if Akira knows that Yusaku is Playmaker, but Yusaku just helped Akira, then I doubt he's going to try and take the program from Yusaku, the AI program, because he's going to get fired from Soltech. So I think it's going to kind of be this group, Yusaku, Kusanagi, Emma and Akira all working together against Hanoi and Soltech. And then I think eventually Hanoi are going to join up with with the group, so Yusaku's group, I'll call them Yusaku's group, to fight against Soltech. Soltech are clearly the true evil, and Revolver will turn good. I promise you guys, Revolver is going to turn good. That's definitely an opinion I've had ever since the start. Revolver will turn good eventually, and Hanoi and Yusaku's group will join up. So yeah, that's been my episode 12 Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains review. It's been quite long because I obviously go through every important scene in the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. More reviews to come once every week. Anime reviews and anime stuff is just once a week. Obviously I'm not going to spam you out with anime stuff. This is not an anime channel. I do give you guys skit videos of involving anime stuff, like obviously the Simo videos of this anime girl dancing. Mine and Yugi Nono's supposed love scene was an anime thing, but there's no like extremely anime related stuff, like for example Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, where the whole channel's revolved around anime. So hope you guys enjoyed my previous video. 7 hours of editing went into that, so if you guys haven't checked that out, please do check it out, because it involves many of your guys' favorite you guys's I don't know how the hell to phrase that, but involves many of your guys's favorite YouTubers, so be sure to check that out. It will be in the outro. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Shurit. Peace.